Chief Bitcoin in the house, baby. I'm going to speculate that Bitcoin is going to a new all-time high pretty soon. How soon? Maybe in the next couple days. Um, we're at 59,000 right now, so we don't have to go very far to go to a new all-time high. And so we need to go to near 62,000. Okay, so that would be around there. So if we get to 62,000, I think that the all-time high is like 61,900 or so. So we're at 59,143 right now. And it's moving pretty quickly in an upward fashion here. I mean, we've got that huge candle there. When you see a huge candle, that usually means upwards price action. So, or downwards, like this big red candle there, that means downward price action. And this big candle here means upwards price action. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we're going to a new all-time high. And, I hope that, maybe all these crazy, YouTubers with their Fibonacci witchcraft, indicators, maybe they shook out some hands. I know they probably did because I happened to be at the exchange yesterday and people were selling for cash, selling their Bitcoin for cash, and that's good. That way, down here, this is where institutional investors can buy. And that's what I want to see. I want to see the institutions take over Bitcoin and then take all the Bitcoin out of the Bitcoin out of the hands of the average person, because the average person, their mind is just scrambled, and that's why the price goes up and down so much. When you get institutional investors taking over this thing, they're not going to sell, okay? Because they're going to have to pay taxes. It becomes, a nightmare of paperwork for them. And, it's just better if the institutions take over this. I'm not going to sell. I mean, I just don't see the huge price drops. The price drops are getting less and less and less because we're getting more and more money into this thing, more billions of dollars, and we're up to around $1 trillion now. Now when it's gonna double and triple, we're gonna have multiple trillions of dollars involved in this. And when you have, the only reason why it was so volatile before is because there wasn't very much money in it. If you have an asset that doesn't have very much money in it, it becomes really volatile. Now that we have, more money in it, and thank goodness that the institutions are taking over Bitcoin and buying it all up. Makes me feel so good to know that's happening. And all these stupid retail investors, good. Just sell all of your Bitcoin. Sell every last Bitcoin so that the institutions can get it for cheaper, and then you can buy it in the future for more when you need it. Okay, well, you're going to need it in the future because they're printing more and more money, and the purchasing power is less and less and less. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, it's getting more expensive for your groceries, more and more expensive for homes. You gotta spend a lot of money just for a home now, because ever since 2009, when we had that big 2007, 2008, 2009 era, we had all that money being printed, And people were saying, we can't print all this money. And they were kind of, we can print it. But I mean, there's going to be major inflation. And just look at how housing has gone up in price since then. I mean, it's really, really expensive. And now, during this time, every country in the Western world and probably all over the world, they're printing money like crazy. Even more than the, even more than 2008, 2009, when we, you know, they were printing money to bail out the corporations. Now they're printing money to give it to the population, which is better than just giving it to the corporations. But still, you know, the dollar is going down in price. Okay, so I'm saying that we're going to continue on this uptrend here. It's becoming more and more obvious that, you know, Bitcoin is a really great asset. And I guess we'll have to see what happens. I don't think I'm wrong. And I don't think that we're going to see any real major pullbacks in the near future. I mean, I don't know when there's going to be a major pullback. I mean, we got a nice little W here, which is came down, we got a W, now it's going up. It's a double bottom. You got two bottoms there, and it goes up from there. Double tops are not affecting Bitcoin. We've had double tops. I remember this is one stupid YouTuber, this dumb German YouTuber. It's got nothing to do with him being from Germany. The guy's just an idiot. I was watching his show. I watch the guy's show just because I'm into technical analysis. That's all. And you can just pick apart his technical analysis. He doesn't know what he's talking about. What he does is he goes to TradingView, and they have an ideas area, because I've heard him talking about him being at the ideas. I don't look at the ideas of TradingView anymore. It's just too convoluted, and my technical analysis is sound. So I don't need to look at these guys on TradingView with all their crazy ideas. Anyways, he watches TradingView, and then he comes over, because he doesn't understand how to do a proper technical analysis. He comes over onto YouTube and all across the internet on all of these different social platforms, and then he starts spewing things, and he's been spewing lately that Bitcoin is going to crash, and this is it. It's going down, and anyways, I was watching his crazy show, and he was saying, we've got a cup and handle, and I've never seen this cup and handle. I've never in my whole life have I seen something like this. It's a cup and handle, but it's a double top at the same time. Every cup and handle is a double top, okay, dummy? Every single cup and handle has a double top, okay? That's what the cup and handle is. It's a double top. You know, these guys are incredibly stupid. I don't want to be mean and everything, but I mean, it's incredible how dumb they are. You know, I don't like to be unkind, but just the complete stupidity of these people. So a cup and handle would look kind of like this. A cup and then a handle. Well, every cup and handle has a top, a double top. And he was like, I've never seen this in my whole life. Like, oh my God. Stifle yourself. And I noticed that there's these German guys that are taking over Bitcoin. Like, they do these crazy, they're multilingual, like they can speak German and English, and they do videos in both languages, and they just say the stupidest things. They've got no talent when it comes to doing they'll say things like, they'll tell you it's going both ways. Okay, they'll say it could go up this way, it could go that way, And then the next day they'll say it happened exactly the way I said it was going to happen. Like they're total complete liars. These guys. They're like compulsive liars, and they'll do anything for money. They'll say anything, and I've seen people like that. Like you think that they're nice at first, but then you realize all they ever do is lie. You know, those type of people. Every time they'll say it happened exactly the way I said. When I put down exactly on what I say, because I'm saying exactly this, Bitcoin's going up, and I always say Bitcoin's going up. You know, and then I'll put in maybe, you know, it could go down, but I think it's going up. You know, but these guys will show that this going down, it's going, and then the next day it was exactly, they lie all the time, and they don't know anything about charting, but they're so good at SEO. Like they'll do they'll put these pictures for their thumbnail of them shouting, like with their mouth wide open and stuff like this. Like these guys are masters of search engine optimization and marketing. They're just master marketers. And they've been saying lately that Bitcoin's going to crash. And anyways, I think that they were the cause of people going in, all the retail investors going in, because here's where they started saying this weekend that it was going to crash. And for 2 days, people started selling here. And that just gave institutional investors, normal people who can think normally, you know, like I can look at these guys and I can say these guys are liars, but the average person, and I always say the average person is stupid, you know, that's basically what I think about the average person. They're stupid. And the average person is dumb enough to believe these guys. So they run into the exchanges, change all their money over into fiat, into dollars, and now the thing's going up again. Now they can run right back there and buy some more Bitcoin from, you know, and pay the exchange fees. Anyways, they should have just held their Bitcoin. And this is not financial advice. This is just for your entertainment. Are you being entertained? Okay. That's what it's all about, entertainment. So talk to your financial advisor. Ask him if you should get involved in Bitcoin. He'll tell you no. And then don't get involved in it, okay? But the rest of us who have a good financial advisor, you know, some of us have good financial advisors who will tell us to get into it or to be careful. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know, if you want a little taste of it, go ahead. That's not financial advice. None of this is ever financial advice. Talk to your financial advisor about every move. I mean, buying a house, I think, would be better than just holding fiat. You know, starting a business, you know, you got to get into the right business during COVID. But a house is always solid. I mean, just the way housing prices have been going up, because, I mean, just look at how many dollars are being created out of thin air. Bitcoin can only go, there's only a set amount of Bitcoin. It's 21 million. Imagine if, you know, if you were an older guy like me. When I was young, you could buy a candy bar for 25 cents. Now, a candy bar costs like $1 to $1.50. So, I mean, that tells you a little bit. But housing prices have gone up like 10 times since then. And because housing is really important, and I mean, food is important too. But I'm thinking this thing is going to a new all-time high. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, could I be wrong? Yeah, I could be wrong. Could those other guys on YouTube be right with their their Fibonacci witchcraft, you know, indicator. You know, I guess old man Fibonacci he discovered the Fibonacci sequence so that we can trade crypto, and in the Fibonacci doesn't do anything. I'll make a Fibonacci for you right here. I love to make Fibonaccis. Here's your Fibonacci for you. Here you go. Here's a whole bunch of lines from a Fibonacci. Actually, I'll make it even better. Here's an extra line for you. And here's another line. Do you like that one? Oh, here's one for you. Some more lines for you. Got some Fibonacci lines for you. Now, magically, this price action is going to hit one of these lines. And then it's going to hit another golden line, and then it's going to hit another. The Fibonacci thing doesn't do anything for you. Okay? You're going to see these guys stop using these Fibonaccis because they watch my show. Yeah, they watch my show. They watch Chief Goat. Anyways, let's get on to the next technical analysis, and that would be Safemoon. Okay, so I'm invested in Safemoon. Don't follow me into any investments. Whatever you do, don't go into any presale that I say. Don't buy any coin that I buy. Talk to your financial advisor. If you're interested in what I do, talk to your financial advisor about it first. Okay, let's check out Safemoon. Okay, so here's Safemoon, the 4-hour chart. Now, we've come up, we've come down. Okay, so up, down, up, down. I'm thinking we're going to go up again, but don't buy this coin, whatever you do. Don't do whatever. Just because I'm doing a technical analysis of this thing doesn't mean I want you to buy it, okay? I'm just telling you what I'm into. I bought this thing, and you know, it's oscillating its way on up. It could oscillate its way right back down, but I'm still holding it, and I'm hoping that this thing is turning around and it's going to go up even to a higher high beyond this high. So we've got a low here, we got a higher low, and hopefully we got a higher low. This looks like a higher low to me. Okay, and this is the 4-hour chart, by the way. So it looks promising to me, you know, and then also we've got a high here and we've got a higher high. It looks good, looks good. So higher low, higher low, higher low. Looks okay to me. So don't buy this, don't buy any crypto unless your financial advisor says so. Okay? So give me a thumbs up for these technical analyses. If your financial advisor tells you to sell your Bitcoin, then go and sell it right away. If he tells you to buy Bitcoin, your financial advisor says buy it, go ahead and buy it. If your financial advisor says put money into a house, buy a house. If your financial advisor tells you to buy Apple, buy Apple. If he tells you don't buy Apple, don't buy Apple. If he says you don't buy a house, don't buy a house. That's how it works. Okay, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's right beside the subscribe button so you're notified right away of my videos. They're all time sensitive. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see more pre-sale videos, and I want everybody to have a fantastic day.